Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada की जय. So after many days of gap we'll be covering. हमने जहाँ तक भगवदगीता इंट्रोडक्शन हमने छोड़ा था, we'll be covering from there. Hare Krishna. So without wasting any time, we'll jump onto the verses. So here we left it here. After hearing Bhagwadgita from from the supreme personality of Godhead, Arjuna accepted Krishna as Param Brahma, the supreme Brahman. Every living being is Brahman, but the supreme living being or the supreme personality of Godhead is the supreme Brahman. So yes, अभी यहाँ पे ब्रह्मन एंड परम ब्रह्म की बात आती है. Many people say that तत्वमसी और many अद्वैतादि मायावादी से कि तुम ही ब्रह्म है, सब ब्रह्म है और हम भी ब्रह्म है, तू भी ब्रह्म है, सब ब्रह्म है, पर हम भूल चुके हैं कि हम ब्रह्म है करके. पता नहीं, बहुत बोगस फिलोसफीज. पर Prabhupada uses that Upanishadic statements for the perfect usage, as we are Brahma, we are part and parcel of Krishna, but Krishna is Param Brahma. We are qualitatively, I, you, and everyone are qualitatively equal, qualitatively one with Krishna, but quantitatively we can compare it to a vast, very biggest ocean in the whole world, and we are like a kern of the kern, droplet of the droplet of the droplet of that ocean. So that is the difference in quantity in us and Krishna. That is called Achintya Bhedavet, simultaneously one but different. Param Dhama means that he is the supreme rest or abode of everything. Why Krishna? Dhama means some place, right? So why Arjuna said that Krishna is Param Dhama? Because he is supreme rest or abode. See, Krishna is abode of everything. Pavitram means that he is pure, untainted by material contamination. People say that that कृष्णा इज मतलब कृष्णा नहीं, वो ब्रह्म है जो तीनों गुणों से परे है. मतलब उनका ऐसा है कि वो निर्गुण है, निर्गुण. निर्गुण. So there is the word in Upanishad as nirgun, that he has no qualities, but that is not correct. We see that the supreme personality of Godhead has 64 main qualities and unlimited qualities. So how we can say that Nirgun he has no qualities? Even we have qualities, then how can we consider that supreme personality of God, supreme Brahman, has no qualities? So here Nirgun should be taken as that person who has no material qualities. He is above from all the material contamination, untainted from material contamination or material bad qualities. Purusham means that he is the supreme enjoyer. So हम अभी many places in Shastras, a jiva is also compared as Purusha, because we are always trying to enjoy in this material world again and again. After एक बार फेल हुए, दूसरी बार ट्राई करें, दूसरी बार फेल हुए, तीसरी बार ट्राई करेंगे, हम हो गए कामयाब, हम हो गए कामयाब, एक दिन खुशी आएगी, एक दिन खुशी आएगी. हमारा ये हमारा मोटिवेशन रहता है कि ना एक दिन खुशी आएगी. हम पूरा जीवन खींच देते हैं और पता चलता है कि खुशियाँ कभी आती ही नहीं है. शाश्वतम, इटर्नल. Krishna is eternal. There is no starting point that Krishna didn't exist before it, and there will be no end point that Krishna will not exist after it. Krishna is eternal. Shashwatam, eternal. Divyam, Krishna is transcendental. His qualities are all transcendental. His leelas, his pastimes, his name, his form, his everything of Krishna is transcendental. It is untainted by material contamination or any contamination. Adi Devam, the original supreme personality of Godhead, Shri Brahma, in Brahma Samhita, many times, every पता नहीं 50 to 55 verses हो गए ब्रह्म संहिता में. Every at the end of the verse Brahma says Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. He is saying that, oh Govinda, you are the Adi Purusha. You are there before no one was there. You were the only person who was existing. So Adi Purusham, Krishna is Adi Devam, Adi Purusha, Adi Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ajam, the unborn, and Vibhum, the great test. So these beautiful words, Arjuna, he described Krishna as a Param Dhama, Paramam Mama. Many beautiful verses we have discussed in the previous video. Now one may think that because Krishna was the friend of Arjuna, Arjuna was telling him all this by way of flattery. Shurpath covers everything, but Arjuna, just to drive out this kind of doubt from the minds of the readers of Bhagavad Gita, substantiates these praises in the next verse when he says that Krishna is accepted as the supreme personality of Godhead not only by himself but by authorities like Narada, Sita, Devala, Vyasadeva. So Shurpad is trying to say that Arjuna knew that people would say, अरे अर्जुन तो ऐसे ही बोल रहा है क्योंकि वो भगवान का मित्र है, वो कृष्ण का मित्र है. पर in the next verse Arjuna knew that the people would say like that. That's why Arjuna said, not only me but Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasadeva, they all consider, they all know, they all accept Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. This all these great acharyas, great munis, these are great personalities who distribute the Vedic knowledge as it is accepted by all acharyas. Therefore, Arjuna tells Krishna that he accepts whatever he says to be completely perfect. Sarvam etad ritam manye, I accept everything you say to be true. So, this thing Arjuna says to Krishna. Arjuna also says that the personality of the Lord is very difficult to understand and that he cannot be known even by the great demigods. This means that the Lord cannot even be known by personalities greater than human beings. So how can a human being understand Lord Shri Krishna without become his devotee? So here बहुत अच्छी अच्छी लीला आती है पर आई डोंट हैव दैट मच नॉलेज ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्पज. Yes, one time what happened that a Mataji came to Srila Prabhupada and she said that Srila Prabhupada, my guru says that Krishna is black and black is unknown. This means Krishna is unknown. Then Prabhupada says that for him Krishna may be unknown, but for us we know Krishna, we know who he is. So that is the thing here. Lord cannot be known by the great personalities, great demigods. Then how can a human being understand Lord Shri Krishna without becoming his devotee? Which means Srila is indirectly saying that Krishna can only be understood by his devotees, and more specifically to be said, his pure devotees can only understand Krishna. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita should be taken up in a spirit of devotion. There should be no spirit of some jnana kanda or karma kanda or anything. There is only if we take spirit of devotion for understanding Bhagavad Gita, then only it is possible that we can understand this bhakti, this what is the main focus of our life, main goal of our life, and all the necessary things we need to understand. One should not think that he is equal to Krishna, nor should he think that Krishna is an ordinary personality or even a great personality. People say there is a very famous debate between the temple president of ISKCON Dwarka, Mohan Rupa Prabhu, and some Mayavadi from कुछ कोई मठ से आया होगा. He would continuously, his argument started from that Krishna can be Bhagwan but ईश्वर, but he cannot be ईश्वर. भगवान तो हम उसको भी बोलते हैं, हमारे पति को भी बोलते हैं, भगवान तो हम किसी भी बोलते हैं, पर कृष्णा cannot be ईश्वर. So much he would be saying कृष्णा बहुत great personality थे but he is not भगवान. मतलब there is a very beautiful debate and Mohan Rupa Prabhu defeats him very mercifully, very उसको उसका चित्तर पित्तर कर देते हैं. आप you can search that debate, Mayavad debate Mohan Rupa Prabhu. If you search it on YouTube, you can get that beautiful debate. मेरी भी इच्छा हो रही है वापस देख लूँ करके. वो कितनी बार देखा, मतलब मन ही नहीं भरता, इतना सुंदर तरीके से मोहन रूपा प्रभु इसको जवाब देते हैं. Lord Shri Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So according to the statements of Bhagavad Gita, or the statements of Arjuna, the person who is trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita, we should at least theoretically accept Sri Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, and with their submissive spirit, we can understand Bhagavad Gita. Unless one reads Bhagavad Gita in a submissive spirit, it is very difficult to understand Bhagavad Gita because it is a great mystery. So yes, in this regard, Sharpad says that if a person, at least he has to accept Krishna theoretically if he wants to understand Bhagavad Gita, uh, that Sri Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. Unless he does this, he will not be able to understand Bhagavad Gita, because Krishna is the main center of the Bhagavad Gita. Just what is the Bhagavad Gita? The purpose of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is to deliver mankind from the nuisance of material existence. Pade pade vipadam santu. At every step there is nissan, there is some vipada, there is some difficulty in this material world. But Bhagavad Gita is the manual of life. What is the Bhagavad Gita is there to show us what is the goal of our life. That's why Sherpa says that it is to deliver mankind from the nuisance of material existence. Every man is in difficulty in so many ways, as Arjuna also was in difficulty in having to fight the battle of Kurukshetra. Every man is in difficulty in so many ways. हमने बोला पदे पदे विपदम संतु. But here Sharpath gives example that Arjuna also was in difficulty in having the fight, the battle of Kurukshetra. Arjuna surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and consequently this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Not only Arjuna, but every one of us is full of anxieties because of this material existence. नहीं नहीं Arjun तो थे, but here we get an example that because Arjuna surrendered to Krishna, that's why he says all anxieties, all doubts, all everything was vanished, and he was एकनिष्ठ होकर उन्होंने भगवान की सेवा करते हुए he fought the battle. But here Sharpad says that not only Arjuna but abhi is समय में we are all full of anxieties because of the material existence, and the biggest anxiety in everyone, पता नहीं, people are trying to hide that by doing something else, doing some nonsense, but the biggest anxiety, biggest hidden fear we all have is the fear of death. This Bhagavad Gita helps us to understand what is our real goal of life. Then we can escape this cycle of birth and death. So many right now I was in class 12. I was fearing that how will the exam go, and after exam I am fearing right now that what will be my result. After result I will fear that how what will be my how which college I will get into admission into. And after that many anxieties will be there again and again and again. Then job, then if I get married, then how will I maintain my wife, then after children, how will I maintain my children, how will I maintain my parents, how will I maintain this house and everything. Like this the person becoming an ass. His whole life he dies unto nothingness, and then again this cycle of birth and death continues and continues. So we must understand this. This Bhagavad Gita is the manual of life. It shows us that how we should lead our life to come out of this cycle of birth and death. It is Sharpad said that Bhagavad Gita is the undergraduate UG program and Srimad Bhagavatam, which has 18,000 verses compared to Bhagavad Gita of 700 verses. Srimad Bhagavatam is the PG program, postgraduate, and after if a person wants to do PhD in devotional life, the program is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. One should read Chaitanya Charitamrita and understand the glorious personality Shriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. He is Krishna, he is Radharani. He is combined avatar Srimati Radharani and Krishna, and all of his associates like Shriman Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Advaita Acharya, and Shri Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Pandit, and all the Gaura Bhakta Vrinda आदि श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हम बोलते हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र के पहले. So we must understand, we must try to understand this personality who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is instructions, and then apply it in our lives to please Krishna for his pleasure, not for our gratification of senses, without regardless of our material situation और हमारा इच्छा है, हमारा मूड है, नहीं है, जो भी है, without any consideration of our mind or anything, we must engage in the service of Krishna. Then he will be pleased. We must engage in the service of our Guru, and then he will be pleased. Yasya prasadat bhagvat prasado yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. Without pleasing the Guru, it is not possible that a person can even approach Krishna. So here Sharpa says our very existence is in the atmosphere of non-existence. Actually, we are not meant to be threatened by non-existence, but our existence is eternal, because as Lord is Sat Chit Anand, Sat Chit Anand. He is the soul is Sat. He is eternal. That is one quality of the soul. Same as Krishna is eternal, the soul is also eternal. But unfortunately, we the soul who is Sat Chit Anand is kept in a body which is 180-degree opposite of the soul, which is Asat, Achit, Nirananda. It is not. It is temporary. It is. It is full of avidya, no knowledge, and Nirananda. It has no happiness, only distress. That's why we are suffering, because we are 180-degree opposite from the our real identity. But somehow, yes, Shripa says that, but somehow or other we are put into Asat, which means a non-eternalness. Asat refers to that which does not exist. Out of so many human beings who are suffering, there are a few who are actually inquiring about their position, and those people right now in this material world who are really inquiring about their position are the most fortunate. अभी हम हमारा परिस्थिति ऐसा था कि we were forced by some that Kasai devotees which Srimati Radharani refers to. वो कसाई हमारा मटेरियल बंधन को काट दिया और हमको भक्ति में लाए. हम वी वर फोर्स्ड टू do devotional. Right now also we are forced to do devotional service. No one, we don't have any motivation inside us to do devotional service, but because our Guru Maharaj has ordered, the Vaishnavas has ordered, we have to serve them, we have to please, try to please Radha Krishna. Right now we don't have any ruchi, we are just following the rules and regulations given to us by our acharyas. That is the thing. But these people who are really without any help, who are inquiring about their position, and also fortunately a person gets Krishna consciousness, then he is the most fortunate, because that person is मतलब कोई तो दम है उसमें, because here 99.99% of people who are not questioning their life. They don't understand, why am I here, who am I, what is my real identity in this material world, what is this world, why am I suffering without my permission, what is this. हमको तभी पता चलता है जब हम भक्ति में आते हैं, पर भक्ति से पहले भी किसी को ऐसा क्वेश्चन हो रहा है, that person is very fortunate as to what they are and why they are put into this awkward position and so on. Unless one is awakened into this position of questioning his suffering, unless he realizes that he doesn't want suffering but rather wants to make a solution to all suffering, then one is not to be considered a perfect human being. So yes, we can say that 99.99% of this population in this material world are all animals. Humanity begins when this sort of inquiry is awakened in one's mind. Athato Brahma Jignasa. Brahma Sutra, this inquiry is called Brahma Jignasa, Athato Brahma Jignasa. Yes, I told it. Every activity of the human being is to be considered a failure unless he inquires about the nature of the Absolute. Yes, we must inquire about Absolute, then only at least we would be considered as human beings. Therefore, those who begin to question why they are suffering, or why or where they came from, and where they shall go after death, are proper students for understanding Bhagwadgita. The sincere student should also have a firm respect for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such a student was Arjuna. So that was it for today. We will cover the next portion as part 8 in the next video. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki Jai.